We are here again, guys.
Yeah. How was your week? How was
Hi
SFA school? How
guys.
are you with the language? Very soon you start speaking a lot for us.
I know, right? But it has not been easy, but I'm picking up a lot of new words.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
my vocabulary has, expanded.
Expanded.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just to know when to say what.
Yeah, true.
No. Mm-hmm.
What about you, Ina? It's true. They took you out at a
Yeah,
point.
they took me out of the class.
Have you tried to register again?
No, I've not tried to. I'm still considering it.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I plan to, study the language
Yeah, I think
sometime in the future. But
But you started before, right?
I did. I
How
think I
long
did
was
for
that for?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
And you were consistent.
It was just once a week.
I know, but were you consistent? Even
No, I
with the
missed
once a
like
week?
no. I usually miss like maybe
You
I
missed, so
count
you
it.
go to.
I
I
miss this week. I
understand.
go the next week.
Yeah. How about you, Oko?
Yeah, like I stopped in August. It was
How
just
long
like
did you attend for?
like 6 months or
6 months.
Yeah, I
And
started maybe a year, but I started at a point,
Yeah.
then I
Mhm.
stopped. No, I think school went on break. Then that was when I like moved in with my partner.
Mm-hmm.
Then they registered me again. Like I started another one. So but consistently like
Yeah.
going to classes in the evening for me it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It is.
Like after work, going to school. I don't know how people even studied going to evening classes and stuff like that,
Mhm.
but it was a lot of work. And I told them, I sent them a message. I said, can I like attend, like flexible one, the online, and I got a mail that's like, okay, yeah, you can do. I have to apply, and I applied. I didn't hear from them. I just got a mail that they took me out of the program. Like how
Yeah.
you people told me you would, I should
Yeah,
apply
you
for.
should
Yeah.
wait.
It's just a lot. I'm like,
So
whenever.
since then you didn't reapply.
No, I've not. So I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for their feedback.
But does your partner speak Swedish to you?
Ah, no. Terrible. Terrible.
Because it's
Terrible.
not fun speaking Swedish when the other person doesn't
Yeah,
understand.
like that's the
Understand,
thing. Like he's
yes.
always like, especially when we want to communicate. Like if we have to speak together, then we'll be like children. You know when you're trying to say, "Go here."
Yeah. You have to pick your words
Exactly,
and
and he doesn't
I
have the strength
understand.
for that.
No,
So
learning a new language is never easy. It's not
some
always
people it's
easy.
easy for them. I had some 6
Really?
months they're speaking.
But
Yeah, they have to
maybe-
be consistent with the classes, right?
I don't
and they are
is
not
that?
doing any other thing
Maybe I don't know how they do it, but lucky
because
them.
combining the master's
Yeah,
program
like,
with this.
It's SFE. I'll be putting on my head.
Exactly.
It's whenever I
it's a
can go.
lot.
Exactly, it's a lot.
Yeah. I think while I was still running my masters and I was going for SFE, I was only going to mark attendance just like you.
Yeah.
Because you can't miss 3 consecutive classes. Yeah. So I'll just go 1 week, then the next 2 off. Yeah, but it's coming along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to hear.
Well,
By
What?
the way, have you guys tried booking an appointment
for
with the hospital here
oh
for
god.
chase-up?
Oh well, the healthcare system. You mean? Um, being here, you would think that you would have access to better healthcare, even
Culture
though you
shock.
do. Yeah, even though you do have the access to it,
Yeah.
but then you would be in some situations that you would think, no, this should be handled urgently.
Yeah.
Like you need an emergency care. And then they will tell you, no, don't worry, go home. If it gets worse, call us. And that's like the worst thing that can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
You're not sure about your condition and you're expecting them to give you answers, and all they can tell you is to go home
They give
and
you
call them
banana.
if it get worse. Like
Yeah,
that is terrible.
I think that's
don't know.
one like the major culture shock, like experiencing like if
Mhm.
you feel like there's a lot of expectation
Yeah.
you have like for a developed country, like you expect that like they have everything available.
Even though they do have everything, but I just don't understand how the system works, that they don't take some cases like
yeah, like you have to
serious
actually
enough.
say you're dying.
For them
You
to
understand.
respond
Yeah.
swiftly.
Yeah.
So I just I don't know if they feel like, oh, maybe you're wasting a doctor's time, maybe it's not so serious.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
But you cannot just visit the hospital without booking an appointment.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
And for you to book an
Exactly.
appointment means they can give you a time
A
maybe
long
like
time for that
next
matter.
month or 2 months time when
Yeah.
something is happening to you now. Imagine
Mhm.
something is happening to you now and they're giving you
Like
appointment time for 2 months.
a life or death situation.
But I don't know, like I've not really like voluntarily like been sick.
Yeah.
And some like I think the hospitals I've been to has been like they sent me like a what do you call it?
Check out.
Checkup, this thing like routine checkup, and I've gone. So I've not really, but I know like they always say maybe things are changing,
Yeah.
but they always say something about like I can always come in for drop-ins.
Really?
Yeah,
And the
Uh-huh.
doctor will be available
Yeah,
to
they're like,
attend
you have
to
to
you.
Have you
come
ever received a message like that?
No.
that's
I've
like the
not.
nurse I spoke with. Like she even said like if you even need like weekends or something.
One thing I really liked.
Yeah.
You can go on. You can
Okay.
finish.
So like weekends, like there's this other place, Vought Central, that I
Yeah.
can go to if it's weekends and stuff. But
Really?
yeah, so like
Wow.
I've not been sick to actually like emergency. I don't know for that, but I've
Yeah.
not really like booked. But maybe if I have an emergency, but I know that so far, like when I've gone there, like if you need drop-ins, like you really need to see a
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah.
You come between this time and that time.
But
That's
no,
so
we
far.
do have to give it up to them because when I came in, I don't know if you guys received any mail
Yeah.
to come for the cervical test.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
cancer.
I was
test,
really grateful for that. It's like the first week I came in, I received that letter. And I was really, really grateful. I've never done it. I've never had it done.
Yeah.
And, it was nice to get it done and know your status. And it's something I would recommend to
Yeah.
all the women out there.
Yeah.
We need to take our health seriously. So for me to be able to do that here freely is something I might not have thought of. In fact, I didn't think about it when
Yeah.
I was back home. So it was nice to, get that done. Yeah.
I think you can also in 5 years' time you can do
You
it.
can
Recheck, yeah,
go
they check.
back.
Yeah, for me, I think
Yeah.
back in Nigeria, I did like they also sent me when I came in. They sent me the letter to go for cervical cancer, and honestly, I'm grateful I did go because it's voluntarily.
Of course.
Because I've done it in Nigeria around 2019 and nothing. They didn't find anything,
Yeah.
and they said, oh, you need to get the vaccine so that you don't. I was like 20,000 naira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'll be careful and stuff, and and because you never know when. And when I saw the letter, I'm like, but I've done this thing in Nigeria now. I don't want to. It's free. Go and do it. What will you? And I went, and after like a long time, I got the response. They're like, oh, they found something, and I needed to take it out, and they scheduled me for the surgery. And I think
Here?
yeah.
You had a surgery here?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh.
So they scheduled me and I took it out. Like I just had just like a minor surgery because like you need to rest after 3 days, then you can continue with your life. So after 3 days, I was fine to move around and do other things. So
How long did you stay at the hospital for?
no, it's just that day. It's
And
just
that
I
was
don't
it.
know what they call it, but it's just the minor. They just take it out. It was like a ball.
Imagine if you had to do something like that in Nigeria.
Exactly. Like I don't like. I would spend a lot of money.
Yeah. It's so good to be in a country that is, working.
Yeah, exactly. So and that's why, like, the case of Mr. Ibu
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's sad.
I feel like if we can't fight corruption as a country, maybe we should practice socialism governance system. Because if everybody's basic needs are met, because because when you're really sick, it's your family.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's your family. And imagine if those family too have someone in the family and you can't raise money. That means it's bye-bye for you.
Yeah, even on your own when you fall sick.
Exactly.
Because you bear the pain.
Exactly.
If you have any little savings in your account, it's gone before even your family will intercede.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to spend your own money first for your money to finish before your family will now
Exactly. And I feel like democracy, I don't know what system where we've not even practiced democracy. Like I don't know what system we're practicing in Nigeria,
It's
but
still democracy.
I feel like socialism would work. Let government
Are you sure it will even work?
let's take like if we are forced to, because I feel like I remember when we were all under our mother, because my mom, they had their bank, it's a compulsory thing.
Yeah.
You have health insurance and all those
Yeah.
things. Then I remember like when we were still under her health insurance.
plan,
Any
yeah.
small thing, headache about
You
the
go to
hospital.
the hospital.
Yeah.
Headache, like any small, like I've always been up to date with my health. Up
That's
until I
nice.
think normally before it was till I think you're 25 or 20, then they take you out of because like you're old enough to. But I can't remember how long I was there because I think they have to do this review. Maybe people who they didn't do it properly. Normally it's 8. Once you're 18,
Yeah.
you're out of. They take you out of the this thing. But I was there till like maybe 25 or 20. Like it was really. But you know the funny thing is when I was now out,
Yeah.
me go for checkup. I must be really sick because I'll think about the money, you know.
Yeah.
But if I feel like if we're forced, if it's mandatory and compulsory to have it to be taken out of your salary.
Right.
If it's compulsory, I don't know how they will do it here for business owners, but they should find. I don't know if governments they always find a way. They have strategists and planners and whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it will really help if they enforce it.
Yeah.
It should be like NIN, you know.
Yeah.
It should be like NIN.
Well,
If they can enforce taxes on to business owners, why not? What is this thing
well, it's really going to be difficult.
Yeah.
to enforce?
Yeah.
No, but if Sweden didn't start like this,
You want to compare
not
Sweden
every-
to
But
Nigeria.
because not
I'm
every
like
Nigerian will be
somewhere.
acceptable towards that.
They want to
policy
compare
if they
Sweden
want
to
But they started
Nigeria.
Because
somewhere.
you know what they say, one thing must kill a man. And then they say this thing, is it disease not they kill African man?
Yes,
Having that mentality alone limits someone from
Yeah.
pursuing any health insurance plan.
it's not even
Unless-
pursuing. This one government puts it like it should be on your. I feel like you know the way. If not the way government did with NIN, most people will not have their NIN.
Yeah. But it doesn't benefit the government if you're sick.
Oh no.
It's you.
Yeah, but still, I just feel like must anything benefits them for them to do something. Like I just feel like it's
one way or
really.
the other.
But I just feel like it's a way to actually help these things.
Yeah.
And if you don't enforce these things, I get I get the whole tax thing. Like people are not seeing the like why people why should I even pay tax? I'm not seeing the use. Like even the small one you're managing to pay,
Yeah.
you're not even
You
seeing
don't
the
see
use. You know,
results.
but health, you know that if it's like my mom, I can't remember the last time anybody went to. But if it's not you to be your child,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it will be someone in your house.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you registered them. Like my mom, I know she registered, or like how many? We're 5. She registered all. If you have 10 children, you put them there.
And they take it out from her salary.
Yeah, they take it out of her salary.
But my dear, a lot of Nigerians are after what they will eat first.
Yeah, but still, like it's really like I said, you never know till somebody is sick, and even if it's not so you, it will now be like
Someone close
it could
to
be your
you.
cousin. And imagine, let's say you now take a flight for a business, and your cousin is seeing,
Is
oh,
sick.
you have money to take flight,
To
but you cannot sponsor, you cannot give
cousin's
10,000
medical
naira or
bill.
even
Yeah.
1,000 for your cousin's health.
Right.
But maybe you needed that 10,000 naira to go to for
So,
business.
yeah.
And you become a bad person. If they can even use juju, they will kill you. They say, oh, let us see how you want to enjoy this life.
Yeah, but everybody should take their health very serious.
Serious.
Yeah, it's
Because
really
you're on your own when it happens.
true.
Like,
You're exactly you're on your own.
own.
On your own. That's the thing. It might not be you. It might be
Yeah.
your like. I've seen people who say like their mothers or their siblings' health drained them financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might not even be
Can
you.
happen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the sad. And I also have this question like black women's health in other parts of the world. I feel like it's not taken seriously.
I feel so too. I mean, do we even take it serious? If something happens to us, we'll label it malaria or something.
I won't say they don't take it seriously.
Maybe they don't know.
Yeah, I would just say they are not used to it. So it's like you are here in Sweden now. The experienced doctors, the people they've really worked with, they are mostly people of their own race and very few people of color. So it's like the same treatment they've given to the people of their own race that has worked for them might not work for the black women.
Yeah.
Our body probably require a different approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the issue. I don't think because they don't care or anything like that.
But it's a topic that I don't know if it hasn't gotten to them. But it's a well, even like I've seen like some of this like Black American like pages, and they talk about this thing, and they say like the rates of black women, like they are, like especially when they're pregnant and all those things. Like it's high. Is it like they are is it not
Mortality
Yeah.
rates during
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a bit like they even prefer like when a black doctor, because it's like they understand this thing better. So I feel like it's it. And for Sweden, it has been taking people like a lot.
Different
I
race.
just feel like it's something that you like the health sector. I'm taking more of these people. How do we like know more? Because you don't yeah, I know our bodies this, but there are still things that I remember when I went there and I talked about, like, I don't know if it's common with they say almost every woman has it, but like fibroid. And I talked about and they're like, fibroid. I'm like, is it I'm not pronouncing it very well?
They've never heard it before.
I'll be like, what is that?
Is it I'm not pronouncing it very well or something? I'm like, how do I explain this thing? I just like, okay, maybe you can look it up online. Like, just spell it. I had to spell it out. So she's like, oh, my God, it's just, the thing is just, it's just the you, whatever. She's like, but it's things that, like, they're not even aware that these things, could
exist or affects
they know that something grows in the uterus. They call it one scientific name, but it's something.
Or maybe they have a different name they call it.
Yeah, but it's not.
Or maybe they don't even experience it.
Yeah, maybe they don't
maybe
experience
they
it that
don't.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't.
So they feel maybe something common with black women.
Yeah,
is it because of stress?
There are a lot of things people say, because of the relaxer we use, food, and I
the
don't know
chemicals.
how.
And
Because I was
likes.
hearing like in the US they want to ban relaxer and some of hair products because it's been cancerous. Like,
yeah, I've heard that a lot too.
so I don't know whether they're going to go ahead with it and stuff. So there are a lot of things that we as, but even like this, is it I don't know,
PCOS.
yeah. I was like, even my partner was said something about, like, in the past they misdiagnosed it, like in a lot of women and stuff. But I don't know if now things are different or have changed.
Yeah, I think there has been a lot of awareness about PCOS lately. I've been hearing about it more. I mean, let's say 3-4 years ago, I was not hearing about it as much as I do now. Like, it's like every corner you turn to now, you see someone talking about PCOS. And I still feel like even though it's being talked about more now, a lot of people are still not aware. A lot of women.
Yeah.
And that's why we need to, stay educated as women. And like you said, we should take our health seriously.
And also there is this thing, women don't like talking about their health because they'll get shamed from their fellow women.
Right.
True.
Just imagine you're telling someone, okay, I have fibroid. The
Yeah.
person might be looking at you somehow. So
You don't live
like,
you don't live bad life finish.
yeah. So when you just remember that you get shamed for having a particular ailment, then you just keep quiet about it.
Yeah.
Like, even common things like maybe like all those vagina infection, like, it's now that I realize that these things are maybe if you're not wearing cotton pants or you're not airing that place very well,
Yeah.
But then like you could just have this thing and your mind, you're thinking, what if my mother thinks, I have
Something else.
You've been
I can't even
sleeping
talk
around.
I can't even talk to her about it. Whereas it's nothing.
It's a norm.
Maybe
normal.
it's just you. Maybe you're not wearing cotton pants. Maybe you chose silk because it looks so nice,
Yeah.
to wear.
Right.
So
That knowing is dangerous.
exactly.
To your health, actually.
They're just a lot of things that we should, like you said, take serious. And
Yeah, that's why I'm thankful for women that actually come out and talk about their struggles. Yeah, like the case of the PCOS. And I think this lady, I don't know if you guys know her, Zaina Balogun. She's an actress, a Nigerian actress. I think she has PCOS too, and she has been talking about her journey a lot. Yeah. So when people like that come out to talk about what they are going through, I appreciate it because I think I heard about it through her even. Like maybe the very first time I heard about PCOS. Yeah, so stay updated, stay educated. Take your health seriously as a woman, especially as a black woman.
exactly.
And especially as a black woman in a foreign country.
It's very important.
Because then you can tell, like you telling them about fibroid now and they had no idea.
Yeah, like they do, but it's just that it's not something that is common, because if it was common, like it's fibroid is fibroid.
It's something you find in the textbook.
Yeah, exactly that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's something you find in a textbook, or maybe you must have seen it while you were studying from your medical.
So now
exam.
those people that you told about it, when the next black woman will go to them, it wouldn't be new to them anymore, even though they may not still have enough experience about it, but at least they've heard it before. Now they are aware.
Yeah.
So it's like creating an awareness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have to be our own advocate.
Yeah,
You
true.
You speak up. It's very good to share.
Also,
Mm.
one thing is, I think a lot of black doctors might find it difficult practicing in Sweden because of the language
Yeah,
requirements.
Aw.
and the license
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all.
Because you need the language. I think you need the language
Yeah,
to
you do.
practice here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when that barrier comes in,
But I was
they'll be like,
thinking,
"Ah,
what if, yeah, maybe what if they employ them maybe as a part, if when, because sometimes they say they don't have enough
Yeah.
doctors, and
yeah,
then what if
as consultants,
you book their, yeah, as consultants, or you book them up for like maybe English speaking,
yeah,
Mm.
patients,
to cut down on, like, because I know, yeah, I guess like every part of the world, like they
Mhm.
say the doctors and the nurses, like they're always overworked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know the language is important, but I'm like, what if you employ the non-speaking, let them attend to like international, like English speaking patients?
No, I think what they do is when they have their doctors,
Mm.
still if you're coming as a patient and you need someone to translate for you,
Mm.
someone that speaks your
Yeah,
language,
they do that
they
thing
do
too.
that.
So even if it's a black doctor that doesn't really understand the
They
language,
Yeah.
do that. But if you're saying to have someone that doesn't speak the language at all on ground, that's not going to be bad, of course, as long as they can speak English and da da da. But English is not the first language in Sweden,
true.
and they have their own people too. So when you come in as a Swede and you meet a doctor that can't speak your language, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, but I'm not stuck. I'm talking about, like, let's say there's a lot of patients.
Mhm.
Then maybe people who are English speaking
Can come in.
can
you can
go
book them
like
with that
book, like they
particular
can book
doctor.
their doctor. Okay,
Mm.
because I'm sure they always know which doctor to book who
To
with.
book.
So
But-
let's say
but
someone
I'm
is
sure
English
there are
speaking.
There are doctors like that anyway.
I don't know if I know
think
they
so.
because then, like, I think I don't know if people have, there's this app you can book doctor online.
Yeah, 1177 or so.
Oh,
Is it the one?
I've forgotten the name. Like, you can book doctors. No, it's not 117. It's not that level here to who or what they call it. Let me look for
Yeah,
it.
that's
Let me look for
That's the one.
Cree.
Mhm.
KR, is it cry or Cree?
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
that for? What do you do with
Yeah,
that?
it's for if you want to book doctor online, like you have a
Online
Zoom.
consultation.
Yeah,
Oh,
online.
really?
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
you used it?
Yeah, I
before?
used it.
But
How
you
was
pay
it?
a certain amount.
Yes,
right?
you do, and you stop paying.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think maybe the first 2 time,
You
because
pay.
yeah,
Is it expensive?
like I think it wasn't more than 300,
Oh,
which
nice.
that is, I think that is what they even per hour for every, because I hear if you miss your appointment,
Mhm.
they will charge you. Like if you don't call on time to tell them to cancel
Yeah.
and you
Mhm.
miss it, the next appointment you'll be billed.
So you see the doctor, you have a chat via
Exactly.
Zoom,
Like
and
let's say you're not dying exactly, but like you
Uh-huh.
just need to know if it's just something that.
that's really nice.
Yeah.
I will look it up.
Yeah, so
I'll
that's what
check
like
it
I
out.
do. You can have a session, and like one time
How
like, I
long
needed,
does each
Yeah.
session take? How long does it
as
take?
long as the doctor says this is what you need.
Oh.
If people need to meet or talk more, yeah, you keep
Mhm.
booking.
Yeah.
I think I paid only twice. Then the subsequent ones was free.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I've not tried that
Yeah.
before.
So,
Mhm. I'll check it out.
so that's the thing.
I'll check it out. Yeah, another surprising thing. You said they don't know what fibroid is.
Not like they don't know. Like when she googled it, she could
Yeah.
relate.
Relate,
Yeah.
But
okay,
when I said
okay.
fibroid, but so that's why it's something like, because if it's something
Oh.
if I say malaria, everybody
Oh.
knows
Common.
malaria.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about genotype tests. I think, of course, they do know about genotype, but it's very difficult to get that test done here in Sweden. Have you
I don't
tried
think
to?
they know
They-
what.
they-
Even my
You
partner
can't
doesn't
even
even know
do
that.
it. It's not that it's difficult to do, but
Why?
you can't even do it. I don't know. Because I tried when I went to the hospital the last time. I tried, going for it because I needed to know my genotype.
Mhm.
I didn't trust the one I did.
I mean, somebody's talking to you, and you wanted to
You want
make
to know
sure
if-
that
So
I
everything
just
is
want to confirm that
blending.
okay, I'm
If we are
still
compatible.
before
It's
it will
really
go change to another
crazy.
thing. So, but they say no, they don't.
It's
do
really,
that
this is a culture
here.
shock. Like,
But
it's
why
like,
is that though?
I don't know.
They didn't give you any reason.
No, they said
No.
they don't do
They,
it.
they will just, you call different hospitals, they'll tell you they don't do it. Clinics, test labs, they'll just tell you they don't do it.
Don't know.
That's really weird.
They'll tell you they don't do it.
That's
So
really
it's very
weird.
difficult to get it done here in Sweden. I don't know if they do it at all.
Yeah,
even.
because there was one time I was telling, oh, I'm genotype, I'm this thing, AA or whatever, and he was like, what's that? But it's funny, like they know about sickle cell.
Yeah.
Of course. That's the problem. Like, how do you curb it? Because a lot of them then don't know their genotype. They're just moving around, marry whoever. And maybe they don't see it as a big deal and it shouldn't stop you from getting married to
Yeah.
anyone. Maybe.
Yeah,
Or maybe
because-
they have a way of detecting that particular.
How do you detect it?
But you can't. That's the thing. Because I heard even in Nigeria, like all those people that go and marry, even when they know that both of them are not compatible, that what they only do is when they are pregnant and they detect that the baby is,
You
It is
either
the-
terminate.
they
Mm.
terminate the baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know if there is another thing. Maybe someone else who is more enlightened in the field can
Yeah,
tell us how they
should
do it
be
in
nice.
Sweden. But
Yeah.
I've asked and it's like, I don't know what that. I'm like, you don't know your genotype? He said, no. It's not like it's
You'd be like, why does he have to know?
so it's just
And that's like a basic in Nigeria.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's the first thing. Even I did that genotype test during my physical clearance when I got
Of
admission
course, you-
in the university.
Even I did.
Yeah.
You do the blood test, the genotype,
Yeah.
da da da. So
I don't think
yeah.
I've done that test again since the one I got from this thing. But I just use
Well,
my
I think
siblings.
it's safer to do it
to
again.
do it
Yeah.
again.
But since I don't do it in Sweden, like that means till I travel back to Nigeria.
until you go
or-
back home.
Or you find a way
Until
here. Or
then.
maybe they call it something else.
It's difficult. You can check online.
Wow.
They'll either tell you they don't do it or no. We've made inquiries a lot. But anyway,
It's
that's that.
Jeez, like I don't even know how somebody will. It's. But do you even know like how will somebody? Sometimes I also wonder like, do their health sector have this thing with immigrants? Because if this is an important thing for like Nigerians,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a thing outside other parts of
Nigeria.
Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But let me use Nigeria because then
Even
like
church will mandate you to go for it
exactly
before you get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, do they have like a to be like a one-on-one with or how do they
Okay,
communicate?
I guess now here's the thing. If they find out,
Yeah.
what should they do about it? Because I don't think they are the kind of people that would say don't get married to someone because of your genotype.
Yeah.
I don't think they believe in that. Or do you think they believe in that? The
No,
way
I think,
Nigerians would say
love is love
the-
to them.
their own love is love. So I think that's why they really don't care. It shouldn't matter what your genotype is. That shouldn't stop you from finding your partner. So if you love someone, just go ahead.
Go ahead and marry and then
Yeah, and
fingers crossed that you guys
Yeah.
are not AS.
That's the thing.
it's
Or
not-
maybe they do have their way of detecting.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
But the important thing is to take care of our health and
Mm,
you know that is very important.
it
Yeah.
is.
especially for
It
black
is.
women, there are a lot of
is.
things like it's now that you hear, oh, this is the problem, and at the point I'm wondering, is anyone even ever barren, or maybe it's just that back in the day nobody knew that there are things that can hinder you
From me, exactly.
from having a child. But because maybe back then nobody understood
Then they'll
why.
call it witchcraft. You're eating up
yeah, your
children.
children.
Yeah.
Because there are people that have
Even
been
with
having.
this racist factor again.
Yeah,
it's-
that, like it's a lot of things. If you're not dealing with this, they say racist
Yeah.
factor again, and you
Yeah,
have to go
dealing
for that
with-
test.
You know, it's a pity women back in the days, in the olden days, the kind of maybe stigma they went
honestly.
through.
Yeah.